What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are here at the Universal Orlando Resort checking out Volcano Bay. And the first thing that we're going to see is this massive hotel tower for Cabana Bay really rising into the air. We have a bunch of workers up at the very top right now doing a bunch of construction, as it has risen quite a bit again in the last couple weeks. And then over here, near the quick service and restrooms, not a whole lot has changed. And again, kind of the trend over here with this big slide complex. Nothing that we can really see in-depth detail, but of course we're going to get a little bit closer later on. And then over here with the water coaster, kind of seems to be the same situation. Not a lot of change, but I'm primarily thinking that's because of the fire that destroyed quite a few of those slide pieces, and they're just waiting on the new ones to actually show up. However, this giant volcano structure right here is really starting to rise. As we can see right here at the very top, they are very close to topping it out with a worker up there attaching a new piece of steel. But primarily, most of the work has gone to theming. Over here near the speed slides, again, not much change over there. But we can see more of the pieces down here in the wave pool, ready to go up on the volcano, and more steel structure right there. There's not a lot left till this thing is actually topped out. But everything's coming along very nicely. Next up on the list of things to check out is over here by Sapphire Falls. It looks like construction for the new budget hotel has started. So we can see a bunch of groundwork, construction vehicles, and then just off to the side over here, again, there's a ton of groundwork. And I'm not exactly sure what this is for. Maybe the tram route, something of the sorts. But a lot of dirt has been moved just in the last couple weeks. As we can see all the equipment vehicles doing work right now to get the area prepped. From a different angle, we can actually see a large pathway right here. And we're going to assume that maybe this is for the tram route, because it does lead directly to the parking lot area. But who knows, maybe it's just an access way for all the construction vehicles. But we'll pan over here and show a closer view of all the groundwork that's going on. And they do have an area, again, we believe there's going to be a tunnel of some sorts right over here, because they do have a lot of dry piles in the ground. And there's an equipment vehicle right there pouring some concrete. And then here is the front entrance for Volcano Bay. And a structure that has been there since our last update has a new top to it, as we can see right here. Way far away, there's a structure going up. Looks to be for a building, maybe a restaurant, maybe restrooms, who knows. But here is an awesome view of that new tower rising for Cabana Bay. And I hate to say it, guys, very, very soon our view of the water park is probably going to be going away. But we can get an awesome view right here of the elevator shafts in place and all the work that's going on. Now we're over here getting a much closer view of the concrete currently being laid. And then the front entry area where we believe this is going to be the tram drop-off. And the new structure that has gone up right here at the top of this building. There's a lot of workers tightening down bolts. And then this is the main entry area, which looks to be just about done structurally. We still have a couple guys over here doing some welding, again tightening bolts. And then over here, this building has not really progressed too much, but they have put some sort of covering on it. And then here's the tower for Cabana Bay. Moving on to a different area of construction, the parking garage for Cabana Bay has its third level really starting to rise. We can see some new concrete structures right here for supports. And this big old crane is on the move, trying to get to a new segment. And then check out this right over here. The slide structure, the big family raft ride, not much has changed there. However, this wave slide has gotten a ton of new pieces. It looks like it's just about done with the main element there. And heading down, looks like we have some new pieces that are currently being added right now. Crane is on the move. For the second tower structure for Cabana Bay, they've done a lot of work, and it's almost as tall, if not taller, than the other one. And we can check out over here, the lazy river has actually made some decent progress with a new wall structure up. We can see the layout starting to form. And then I'm really excited for this slide, this wave slide right here. Looking great. They've added a bunch of new pieces. In fact, looks like some workers over here are installing some new ones. This structure for the family raft ride, pretty much the same, but I'm expecting some new pieces to go up after the wave slide is in place. And then this structure over here looks like we have a platform. And then the volcano structure over here, man, does that thing look absolutely massive. Crane is in place, new steel going in place. It's all coming along, guys. And it's not going to be too much longer, like I said, till we top it out. A little welding here and there. Woohoo! Our first pieces of glass are in place for Cabana Bay's tower. Looking nice, and there's going to be a lot of it on the structure. And I can't imagine the views of the water slides. But speaking of water slides, here's a ground level view of that wave slide right there. And I'm expecting quite a few more pieces to go up in the coming weeks. And by far our best view of that major slide complex. And here are the platforms now in place, what is going to be for the staircases leading up to the main slides. Well, guys, that is going to do it for another Universal Orlando Resort Volcano Bay construction update, as we saw some new theming elements on the mountain and a bunch of different steelworks going on for the front entry area and other areas of the park. We're going to see some major progress in the next couple weeks. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I'll see you out on the Midway.